The playground, here we have it. Lots of space, moving production line. So moving 21 stations, 21 bays, and move every day. Completed building, out the door, ready for delivery. So we start in bay 1, welding up the subfloor frame, move it across to station 2, lay the floor, sand the floor, and if it got vinyl plank on it, actually put the vinyl plank on it. Moving across to station 3, plastic and decks. Station 4 is where the magic happens. So from a floor to frames out the machine, standing on the chassis. So no double handling, they'll make the frames standard on the chassis. So they're not carpenters, they frame assemblers.
It's probably taken one of our most skilled jobs in the factory floor to one of the easiest. Conventionally marking plates, marking them off a plan. Now it's just drafted straight to the machine and the boys straight into it. Even the waste, we used to fill a full bin full of waste, timber waste every day. Now that little bin we've got there, we change that out once a month, fully recycled. So you've got the waste component of it, you've got the ease of building, how straight the components are, how braced. Another thing worth talking about is obviously all our K-braces we're putting into these. Before we used to have to wrap the buildings with plywood. We don't have to do that anymore either.
So less transport damage, easier bracing, and very predictable. So this day, we deliver on the day we say. Yep. Mantra, we run it out. So shuffle to suit. Yeah, shuffle over to try and have a little bit of extra labour to cover 4 apprentices, which we've got 16.
We run pretty extensive apprenticeship schemes and try and build them, yeah. If we can't find them, we'll build them.
But if I got the attitude, the right attitude, you can train the skills. Yeah. And as you can see, what our mission is, safety first, team of legends, try and live our values.
So yeah, we'll start by your experience in the industry.
Jerry Scott, Operations Manager here at Uniplan, where we build modular homes, holiday park amenities, holiday park cabins, so tourism, short stay, over 55s, a variety of different building types. We started out in the open 25 years ago, just down the road, building out in the open, stick framing, worked our way up to this facility we got now, all under cover, and currently operations manager after moving through the ranks. So family business, but we still started from the bottom and worked up.
Yep,
so,
fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm Nick Kelly, I'm the factory manager here at Uniplan, and I've, very similar story to Jerry, moved up through the ranks. I've currently probably been in this role for about 7 years now, and seen the transition from timber to steel, which is excellent.
It's a good story to tell,
Yeah,
for sure. And so obviously part of that is a good origin story there. So it started off with just a team of 3.
Team of 3, yes.
Back in 1999.
1999, yes.
Yeah.
So, and moved over from South Africa just to get a better life and for the family's sake. So moved across here and started a new business venture.
In Armidale?
In Armidale, yes. Yeah, so regional town, building modular buildings which are large and need space to transport and build. So build and transport. So in Armidale, country town, plenty of space around. Nice. And yeah, building up the team around it. A lot of learns on the way, a lot of challenges, but that's the joys of life. You're overcoming challenges and learns on it and trialling out different things as well. So, hey, not everything's going to work, but you got to have a go and trial out something different too.
Because you guys have grown significantly from a team of 3. So
Absolutely.
How many are you pushing now?
86, yeah, 56 on the factory floor with 16 apprentices. So like bringing the young staff, Armidale's a population of 25,000, 26,000 people. So fairly small demographic that we're drawing from. So you could get apprentices in and teach them the skills they need.
Like you mentioned earlier, pretty hard to get those tradesmen these days, so having to train those apprentices up is quite key.
Yeah, absolutely, training up, and a lot of people nowadays, even the training the skills of working, but this actual skills of, say, putting frames together, doing plumbing, whatever it may be, but actually just the more the skills of you're turning up to work, you got to do the job of work.
Yep.
So Uniplan is very family orientated.
Nice.
And yeah, love teaching people the skills, but also the work ethic that they need and teaching them the life skills that they're going to need to get through life. So got a fairly young team. I don't know what the average age would be, but I'll be picking around early 30s.
Very young team, and we've got a really good team culture in the fact that even the older generations help the younger guys keep accountable.
Calling it modern methods of construction, which seems to be the latest catchphrase, but as I said, we've been doing it for 25, 26 years now.
Yep.
So it's not very modern.
No. No, we've had this conversation many times. It's been around for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been around for a long time. And also the way of the future.
Yeah.
You look at the housing shortage that is in Australia and the targets, the way traditional building is being done, it's not going to be able to meet the targets. Mm-hmm. The government's just released the New South Wales pattern book, which is an excellent initiative, and pushing that out further as well. So standard design, standard quick approval times that you can get it through. So
Because it can be done faster.
absolutely can be done faster, yes. We're even overcoming the hurdles of the approvals, but having all the systems in place so you can get there quick, give the councils what they need to do what they need to do with it. But then from construction, from we starting our building in the shed, 21 days later, it's rolling out finished.
That's correct.
It's probably a good note to touch on the fact that it takes us 21 days in our factory production to build one module, but the council and the planning stages could take 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's really the hold up.
That's where the hold up is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Streamline that and also accept modern methods of construction. It's not something that's going to fall down the next week.
No.
There is surety in it. There's designs, as you guys saw.
Quality in the factory.
Quality in the
as well,
factory,
you know,
yeah. And if you go and buy a vehicle, it doesn't turn up in a bunch of parts in your driveway, does it? Thankfully not. Yeah. Hopefully somebody knows how to put it together. Or you've got an L there that knows machines well and can put things together. But if you've got someone like me who doesn't know how to put something together, you're going to put it together wrong. So we've got all the systems and controls here and can put it together.
The experts in each category to all bring it back together.
Bring it together and give a good result. So
The flip side of that too is the average house isn't getting put on the back of the truck and sent down the road. So a lot of our frames and our chassis are actually over-engineered for once they arrive on site. Mm-hmm. So
And that's again a testament to the quality that you guys are producing and outputting.
yeah, for sure.
Is there anything happening with the council approvals and all that to make that quicker? Things being done there? Or?
yes, there is, and it's been a very slow burn. That what we're actually building back onto Uniplan and MMC technically isn't actually a building in some councils' eyes because it's a structure being built off-site.
Yeah.
So the legislation's actually being changed so that we are building buildings, and banks will finance buildings, and they view it. Yes, you can come do your inspections, you can do all of that. And if we can go to councils with, this is all the engineering we got for it, this is your soil test, everything's there ready to go, design certificates, everything, they can put it through quicker. So it is being accepted, but the fundamental is a law change in Australia to saying, hey, we're not just a structure, we are a building, which is in progress, which government's making progress on, which is good.
Which is exactly the same components used in a conventional house.
Yeah.
Like we're talking studs, we're talking noggins, we're talking trusses. It's exactly the same.
Safety as well in a factory environment. Your most common work height's at waist level.
Yeah.
So scissor lifts, everything there ready to go, and you can keep the safeties a long way in front.
Yeah, and even material, heavy material, forklifts, minimising all, other injuries and other motion waste of actually getting something delivered on site and then carrying it through the mud and through the holes.
Well, it must be quicker because you've got concrete floor.
Yeah.
Or your cherry pickers and all that on the level ground, not as opposed to
the right
environment. The right environment to do something quickly.
It's one of the things I said at the start that there have been a lot of challenges along the way, and one of our challenges was detailing frames and actually assembling them, and the number of injuries we had of people with nails in their hands So
Nobody wants that.
no, you don't especially on that. Yeah. So
Yeah, it was
So just
quite a
going back
common
on the
occurrence
timber
back.
side when you were doing them as timber.
doing them as
Yeah,
timber, yes, yeah.
From nail guns, I guess.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was one of my initial roles here with the company, was on making the timber frames and standing them. And back then it's quite a detailed job in the fact marking plates off a plan. So that was all done manually. Lots of mistakes, windows in the wrong spot, window opening sizes wrong, because that was all responsible for the guy out there on the floor, in that case was me, marking the plates off the plan.
Yeah, reading the drawing.
Reading the drawings. Now with going to steel, it's the easiest job we've got out there, and touch wood, we haven't had a window in the wrong spot thanks to our drafting.
And the Howick machine.
And
yeah.
So, I mean, from the moment we came in, I think you can see and feel that family is a big part of this operation, and putting a big emphasis on customer experience as part of that as well. So, how do you translate that to the customer? How do you include them in your operations from when they walk in the door?
Yep. Yeah, good question. So, our ideal aim is to get every customer to come here. So bring them in, have a sit down, do what we call a discovery meeting with them. So see what their needs are, what their budget is, where their land is, and then first and foremost is, can we fill their needs? Are we going to fit into their budget? And not being scared to say, no, we're not for you.
Yeah.
But if they say, yes, we can, which 95% of them we can, yes, work out what they want. So we've got our standard designs, work through it with them, show them our displays, show them the factory, and make sure that we understand everything they're needing.
So they really got on that journey with you from start right through.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, done. And so from understand what they need, go away, do a draft concept, where we're at, validate it with the customer, and progress from there. But making sure we're going to fit their bill and not being scared to say no if we're not.
Turn them down. Yeah.
And from the production side of view, even with the customers, interests, priority for us is even following that through to delivery and making sure we deliver when we say we're going to deliver. That building arrives on site on that day every time. 90% of the time, probably the only thing that holds us back is the weather.
Yep.
And then following through with our site works and making sure that that's tied up as quick as possible.
I mean, people want to do business with people as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So build that relationship, understanding, and after there's been an initial visit here, you can do a colour choice selection. We'll send out photos every week of exactly where the building's up to in the production. 21 days is a fairly quick time.
It's very quick.
They do get a bunch of photos there and welcome them to visit every time. So
they really feel
Oh,
part
that's
of
good.
it.
So the journey's the whole way through the process, right, until you deliver that module on the site, basically.
Yeah. So and payment term 10% deposit, then 40% at lock up, 40% prior to delivery. So it's all works in with bank finance and.
And I suppose stepping back a little bit, Uniplan Group as a business produce and specialise in modular homes in Australia. And you guys always thrive on finding new products and innovations. And I think from our perspective, that ties in quite nicely with our story as well. But can you tell us a bit more about your products and services that you offer?
Yeah, so always trying to push the boundaries, get something different. So we're not building everybody remember the old classroom square box. Square box. Yeah, that's
all
not
the same.
Yeah, all look the same. No, so do different things. So build it, and also with light gauge steel framing, your imagination's your limit. And so long as we keeping so we can get it out the gate and down the road, trial different methods, and from glamping pod we got up there, which is open plan living, to studio with a curved roof on it. There's different options there. So we're just trying to innovate and grow, which is one of our core values too.
Just elaborating on that is we've built libraries, we've built classrooms, we've built amenities blocks, we've built just about anything you can put on a truck and deliver on site.
Okay.
We've done.
That's good. So not just your standard.
It doesn't have to be a house.
Yeah, it could be anything.
It can be a library, as we built a 3-piece library and sent it all the way down to Batlow. Whatever the client needs, we can build it.
Going back a little bit, just curious to see when those people who you do turn away, they take it quite well. Then if you say, well, you're actually not for us.
If it's going to be,
talking
about somebody, which we heard a few months ago now, he wanted a roof pitch of 45 degrees and it was going to be overheight. Sorry, there's power lines between our side and your side.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Okay. he built it on side. Yeah. Right. But as I said, 95% think yes, we can fit the bill and do it.
Yeah, sometimes there are limitations with modular construction in the fact that there are widths that we have to go by, there are height restrictions that we have to go by. Yeah. But that's, from the flip side of that is if we can tweak the plan to suit our production, we will still do the job.
Yeah.
So instead of a 2-piece or a 1-piece, it might need to be 3.
Yeah. So you're not going to turn them down straight away. You're going to go in and find a way to actually make sure you can try and deliver the journey. Yeah.
Which we can do in-house with our architects and our crafties.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of production, I suppose, since you've been based in Armidale, but not always on the site, so can you tell us a bit about the transition in that and what led to that growth?
So we started off in working out in the open from underneath tarps and making it happen to building our first facility, which is just around the corner, 800 metres away. To after that extended it, then got a little bit landlocked there with getting approvals for building on the land, and our sister company needed more space as well. So got this site, expanded and custom built it. Ideal site for us being modular construction, you want something that's level. So leveled the site after a few thousand cubic metres of dirt got moved around. So there's a lot around there. And access down both sides, so efficiency is built in. So this was awesome that we had a blank canvas.
Yeah.
And build a 7,500 square metre shed.
You can build exactly what you need.
Exactly what you need, yeah. So even as we see, our steel framing is manufactured, moved 3 metres, stood on the subfloor frame. Yeah. So get motion waste out of it as much as you can. So trying to...
Which is also worth talking about from where we've come from. Obviously, we get a module out of the factory each work day, so 5 days a week. Which works out to be 260 something modules a year, depending on how many we double up, which sometimes we're quite creative. But historically, what did that look like, Jerry, before?
It was,
It was 2.
2 1 week, 3 the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Obviously, as work grew, the speed had to grow, the size of the space we needed had to grow as well.
Yeah.
So in that, did you plan to have room out the back here where you can expand?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Fantastic.
We've never done a building that we haven't extended yet.
So there's a good track record for more growth then.
Position yourself where you can grow.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I remember when we first moved into this shed 2 or 3 years ago, I remember going, geez, we've got so much space. And
how are we going to fill it?
And out in the factory now, it's like, it's full.
Need
more space already.
And historically, we've come from, we run 21 stations now, which 21 days is the process from start to finish, obviously completing one every day. But historically, it used to be 16 stations, and we used to move every second day.
Okay.
But that was primarily because we were sort of landlocked in the shed and the space that we had to fit 21 buildings in.
Yeah, so that also built the efficiency. So we needed more time for plastering, for drying time and things. So, build an extra spot there at the station so you can have the drying time in there.
So what led you to that situation, going with prefabrication, building modular, digital design? Was that all just to do with production flow and speed and streamlining all that?
For modular, we've always been a modular construction company. We've never been a general construction. So modular, because you can see the future in it, is now being called modern, but it's not that modern. So, and this ease of doing it is the way of the future. So.
you have a great ethos called the Uniplan Advantage. So that goes through briefing, design and planning, build ready, factory construction, then final handover.
Yes.
So again, you're involving the customers, but I guess including them in the process right from the get-go, and you see the value in that.
Absolutely, yeah. So Uniplan Advantage is, if you go to builder to build your house, when's he going to say you're going to have it done by? Not quite sure when. Is it going to be a rainy day? Are you going to have no concrete turn up because you can't get to the site? Whereas we got the assurance of it. So we'll work through all the steps, lodge with the council, get it out of council, give you an exact day that building is going to be on the site. So you can book your removalist, you can finish if you are renting and moving into a house that you're going to be living in, you know when to finish your rental.
Dependability.
Yeah. So it's just, and also advantage that, hey, we've got our architect, we've got a person who all he's doing is council applications. He knows how to get our buildings through and get the best outcome. We've got factory manager who lives and breathes manufacturing buildings. We've got plasterers, painters, tilers, everything here working. So we know we've got that assurance, and quality is everything there. We
Start to finish.
It's from start to finish, from start of the understanding what you need to the detail of the drafting, like make sure we get that right, engineering to the production on the floor, your flawless finish. Every building has 18 inspections in it. That's our internal inspections, not what council coming to inspect, or so you know everything's right and true.
Yeah, definitely.
Just on that too, that is the Uniplan Advantage is scalable with the size of the project we're working on. So if it is just a residential job for us, that advantage is there. But as soon as we scale that up to say a 50 module development or behind us there, so that advantage of, hey, we're going to deliver on the day we say, times 50 sort of multiplies and streamlines that project. And I think our site time on that 50 module development, Jerry, that was 6 months, under 6 months?
Something like that,
So we were in and out in under 6 months with zero delays on a site that big. So
fully complete by the time you left site, obviously.
100%. So it's a bit of a testament of what we're capable of, 50 module development as well as a single unit for Joe Blow down the road.
Yeah, and the assurance or the confidence the customer had in us and the process and the Uniplan Advantage, they were taking bookings for that while we were building modules in the factory. So you're going to get your return on investment. Yes, you can put this up for renting a night, knowing that it's going to be finished and done, ready to go. So
that's a good story.
It all feeds into that. We got our systems, we've got our process, and we've got our people in place to get that advantage through and to the customer. With
the care from our whole team doesn't change whether it's a one building for one customer or 50 for the same. Each module gets the same amount of input.
Because I had a nice quote here from you guys, actually. It was, humans do business with people they know, like, and trust. We are those people.
Absolutely.
And I think that resonates really strong. It's a really good quote.
Which is what, people come in here, they're going to trust us. If you're trusting us to build you a home, you're trusting us with your roof over your head, your family, everybody wants to be safe and well in that. Or if you're building a holiday park, you want to trust us that we're going to get you your return on investment. We're going to get your happy clients. We're going to, and you don't want to have do work with a company that you sort of got a funny feeling about. So something's not quite right there. No, so open, honest, and see the advantages.
Which it does help to come and see our facility.
Oh, yeah.
So as soon as people see what we do at the back there, they're blown away and they go, hang on, these guys know what they're doing.
You place a lot of importance on technology and innovation. And so what led you to exploring roll forming as opposed to timber?
Going back a couple of steps, we did a lot of research. That was, as I said, we had challenges which everybody comes up against, and framing was one of the challenges we came up against, and we said we're going to solve this challenge. So from nails in the hand or having the skills to get people to mark it out. So we did a lot of research in timber cassettes and marking, and you can get machinery for doing that. but it has its limitations in that trees are only still growing the same height. It's still timber you're working with.
Yep.
And the predictability of what was showing up. So, okay, let's look at steel framing. So, and worked with a lot of manufacturers. I think we did, how many different visits to different people? 60 different visits working along. And as we said before, we like to do business with people we can trust.
Yep.
So how we came across strong, yes, we can fill the needs. Didn't just promise us the world, saying, no, how the hell are you going to deliver it? Actually worked through, thinking about, and Dean was excellent. Yeah, you could do this, 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 and could see the cogs ticking there. Yes, this is how we're going to build the machine.
Yep.
And yeah, went with that. And then progressed further down the steel framing route. And yeah, with Howick and the confidence in the machines, it's absolutely the way to go. Also, the other thing is very important to us is service of the machines. So you can have an excellent machine, but okay, it needs an oil change or something like that. If you haven't got the service there to back it up, where L steps in, doesn't he, Kel?
L certainly does, and that's worth noting too. We're obviously a building company, building modular. We're not mechanics, we're not engineers. Our toolkit consists of a hammer. In reality, that's the truth, and probably our mindset consists of a hammer as well, because that's what we know, that's who we are. But Al's definitely a testament for you guys to have him on board, and the amount of help we've got over him when we do have a slight problem or a question. Always answers the phone and always delivers.
Nice.
Thank you.
We do like to go out of our way, no matter who.
Yeah, well, Al goes one step past that.
Does it a lot, yeah.
The backup support of a machine is what you need. Yeah.
And obviously, in our environment where we've got 21 stations, we need to get a building out of the shed every day. If that machine has any downtime, that affects the whole team, team behind that. Which in our case, we've got that running out of station 4, so that's very early on in the process. So if that machine were to go down or to have a problem, we would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because I think you pointed out before when we went through a factory tour, you basically run the frames straight off the machine, bang, they're straight onto that first module. Absolutely. So you don't actually have a surplus of frames sitting there ready to go to keep the line going. So,
which is a different way of thinking in the fact that obviously every other process we've got out there does rely on elements of people, and people are sometimes hard to deal with as well, but we can fix that by putting more staff in there or changing that process with that particular machine. It's not running at 100% capacity for us every day, nor do we want it to. We just need it to build our wall frames and our roof trusses for that job that day, which we're not working it too hard, and when we do look after it as much as we can, but it has never let us down. We've never lost any production time through that machine in the last 3 years.
And the other big challenge with the jump from, and I say it's a jump because it is a change, from timber to steel, was everything else that goes around it. So cladding, nailing on the wall, what nails are going to use some of the different skirting, using different things.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of research, and looking back now, I'd say we're more scared to do the change than we should have been.
Yeah, 100%. And now you look back and you're like, should have done it sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. Should have done. Maybe there is something different. Maybe.
Yeah, I remember the first couple of weeks we were like doing all the crazy stuff, like max bonding all our skirtings on and screwing them and no idea what we're doing, and then all of a sudden, hey, you can just use a nail gun with a nail like we did before. Like, perfect.
Yeah.
Just a different nail.
Just a different nail. 100%.
And also say no, it'll just come straight back out again and say, okay, there's a bit of timber nail you're skirting on, here's a bit of steel. And
try and pull
steel
it off.
the steel grabbed them better than it. So it was, a lot of those.
No more nails and hands.
One of those myths,
So even when with your production in a day, and you run that one module, as soon as you finish that module, you don't run any more for the module for the next day, or
if they're needing to help in another station, yes, I'll go help in another station.
Okay.
If they're looking at the plan on the next one and say, hey, this has got a lot of parallel cord trusses in, yes, which take a little bit longer to assemble.
Start that.
Get a start on that, but
In saying that, in probably not, but in the fact that those guys there are also lower skill level, if I can say that.
Yep.
But we will. Once they've finished that task for the day, they do go and help other teams around them.
Yep.
And then it goes to the flip side too, is if there are a lot of trusses and a lot of braces, we can flip other labour there to help that out.
Throw some of them to help them out, yeah.
But we definitely don't build 2 or 3 sets of wall frames because we can.
And as you mentioned about the skill of it, if you have got team members which are away from that, it's quite easy to put another person in there,
Yeah.
and they can pick it up pretty quick and keep production happening. Whereas before, when we're timber framing, trying to put somebody else in there, you both staying on the
I've got to try and read a drawing, measure things.
I remember back when I was marking the place, and that was my job, and I remember I had an annual leave day the next day, so I had to finish my day's work and then mark tomorrow's place.
So somebody else could run. Yeah. Whereas this is predictable and scalable too.
Yeah.
So we've got one machine at the moment, but if we do one scale up, put another machine in.
Yep.
And detailing everything there is ready to go. So.
Now, company culture. So you've obviously had to evolve as your company's expanded and grown. And I know looking out here, you can see, I've seen posters up. There's great little quotes throughout the office and the factories you go through. So how has that impacted on you guys, and how has it led to where you are today?
Great question. Team culture is something you have to have. And trying to build it from the ground up, like we're hire and fire on culture. And hire, as we were saying before, out in the factory looking around, if somebody's got the right culture but hasn't got the skills, teaching the skills. If somebody comes along, got wonderful skills, but it hasn't got the culture, it's very hard to change a person when they...
That's in their way of either knowing it all or...
Yeah. And it's not just a switch you can flick. It's been, 25 years in the making, I'd say. Starting from a team of 3 and going, but being conscious of it the whole time. And also, we do games around, won't we?
Yep. We play cricket and we do a lot of team building exercises. And the interesting thing about culture too, I'd like to talk about that for a bit, is it's not measurable.
No.
Okay, so you can still have great production out the door and a very unhappy team.
Yeah.
But the fact that our emphasis is the culture, is the team, is the people doing the work, that's probably the big difference between us and even conventional builders out on site. We've got a team that everyone wants to help everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone's here for the same reason, to get a building out, to have a happy team. Yeah. Everyone's got everyone's back out there, which is,
absolutely.
You can see it in the factory when you walk through.
you can see, you can feel it almost, you know.
Everyone was pretty friendly out there. Set it low.
As you say, people do business with people.
Yeah.
We work with people. And you're not walking around a factory, and I've been through plenty of them, and they could be robots.
Yeah.
Like, hello, anybody there? No, they'll say hello to you. Also, what you say, Kel, about you can't measure culture.
Yeah.
Like, what's your culture score? But maybe, is it your safety? Is it your quality of your product?
It's a multitude of parts.
Different parts. It's not, this is my culture score. It's or absenteeism.
I believe we've got the best team we've had, and it keeps getting better.
Yeah.
It's a testament, eh?
It
really is.
And people actually wanting to come and work here, which is awesome as well. We just put another staff member back on last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He left, a younger chap, he left, and I know he didn't like it or thought there was better things. And he's been ringing us every day just about. I want my job back. Like, he's been gone for 2 years.
I miss you guys.
Miss you guys. It's always good to get people coming back and wanting to work here.
But it's good for the growth of your company too.
Yeah.
It grows your company.
Yeah.
To have happy workers. And
small town.
Yeah, small town, so everyone knows everyone. So
we've got a really good relationship with the town as well. We're big on sponsorship programs. We sponsor all the footy teams and soccer teams and a lot of other stuff around the community to try and fortify what we're here for. And what
so about every month there seems to be another school group coming through, or
that's
aged care group.
I could talk for hours on this, on what we do on our recruiting side to try and get new talent through. We tend to just about every single careers day, high schools around, just trying to help future workers and these kids, because I love talking about us in the fact that we've got a lot of trades out there. So we've got probably 6 or 8 trades that anyone can take on, and sometimes some of the students coming through, hey, I don't really know what I want to do. So we rely heavily on the schools to say, come and send them out for work experience, and we won't just get them doing the same job that week.
No.
We'll move them through a lot of areas and
Get them experience all sorts of different.
it's interesting talking to them after that and say, what was your favourite, and some of the smarter kids might say electrical or no, I actually really enjoyed screwing frames together.
Yeah.
It's like terrific,
So what's next for Uniplan?
Sky's the limit. There's great need in housing currently. And we're just quoting the figures of 72,000 homes New South Wales need to deliver, and we're currently delivering 38,000, 40,000, something like that a year. So next for us would be to make sure that modern methods of construction, volumetric modular is what we're doing here, that it fits into everybody's thinking, dispel the myth that it's an inferior product, which is definitely not, and that we can be adaptable, we can build what is needed. So
Opportunities there.
It's a great opportunity, and as we were saying before, we've got space to grow here. We're not a stagnant company, so they keep growing, expanding, and filling people's need. Putting keys indoors is the aim. Want people to be able to have a home. Even motels in Armidale are booked out with people who are homeless. There's land around here. We're in a country area.
There's plenty of land.
Plenty of land, yeah. We can build your homes. Like, you can set it up. There's options available. So working along with those providers. Obviously, build a home, you've got to maintain the home and everything as well.
Yeah.
So working along with providers, making sure that we can get best outcome, return on investment, and people in homes. Current focus.
Well, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate and get to know a bit more about you guys and the company, the products, the offer you've got, and being able to deliver that to the customer as well.
No, good. Thanks for coming along to have a look.